As a child, Hitler went through many hardships. His father was an alcoholic who beat him and his mother regularly. To add to the pain, his older brother died when he was very young. However, the last straw in his young life came in the form of rejection.
Daddy, look at the drawing I made. It's terrible. Hideous. You should stop drawing. Join the army. You are failure, Adolf. A failure.
It's okay, young man. You can do it. Go, pursue your dreams.
I do
Go,
it.
go.
I do it.
As stated beforehand, Hitler's ultimate turning point came with rejection as he tried to go and enroll himself in an art school.
Look, director. I worked for 20 hours on this drawing of a summer camp. How did I do?
Well, Adolf, it lacks a lot of artistic fundamentals, and overall, it's a very grotesque drawing. It is with very little pity and sorrow, than I say. Live! You're not accepted here.
This led Adolf into a deep depression. With no job, no family, no food, and no home, he was left with nothing. Sometime later, Hitler moved to Munich in 1914. When the First World War started, he volunteered to fight with the German army.
Adolf, I have a task for you. I need you to deliver this immediately. There's a German trench not further than 3 miles from here. Press A to B.
Was ist das?
Oh my God, Hitler! Thank goodness you're here. Thanks.
For his service, Hitler was awarded an Iron Cross. Eventually, he was blinded by a British gas bomb and was sent back to Germany to recover, when days later, the war would be over, meaning that Germany had lost. Devastated, Hitler became dead set on restoring and even greatening Germany's power. Of course, with Germany's failure, there had to be an alleged culprit: the Jews.
I really like this party. Trying to make Germany great again. And to do this, we need to eliminate all the past of the Jews. Let's go. Yeah.
Ah, woo.
Revolution with us.
While in prison, Hitler wrote his book Mein Kampf, meaning My Struggle, expressing many of his racial and political ideologies. Hitler served his time in prison and ran for president. Although he didn't win, he came in second place and was given the position of Chancellor. As Chancellor, he's given emergency powers due to some meddling from his part of the government. Once the former president died, Hitler wins the election and becomes Chancellor and President at once, starting his dictatorship. Hitler then makes an alliance with Benito Mussolini, the Italian dictator, in hopes of greatening the strength of the fascist Nazi party. He also signed the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact with the much more powerful Joseph Stalin, leader of the Soviet Union, to aid each other in war and essentially split Poland between the two. From here he starts invading several countries, but once he invades Poland on September 1st, 1939, Britain and France declare war on Hitler and his Nazi followers. Italy, saying their industry and military production was not yet ready, refuses to aid the invasion. Not long after, the USSR joined the invasion. Despite Hitler's war efforts and pure aggression, he hadn't forgotten about his main goal, and so, the biggest war crime of all mankind, the Holocaust, had begun.
Camp. So he's taking us to a camp. Camp? It's not even summer yet.
We'll be alright, man. We'll be alright.
Huh?
We'll be alright, man. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Führer. Added military SS and the Gestapo.
After an aggressive push into the Soviet territories, fierce battles, and the siege of the city of Leningrad, now known as St. Petersburg, they were defeated in the Battle of Stalingrad in 1943, and the German army was massively reduced. With nothing left, they fled back to Berlin, and the Red Army advanced to Germany's capital. By April of 1945, it was nearly over for the Germans. April 30th, 1945, Hitler went into a bunker with his mistress, got married to her, and they committed suicide together. By May 7th, 1945, the war had ended.
Moshe, that was the worst summer camp ever. How are we gonna recover from this? We'll be alright, Melech. We'll be alright.
The war between the Axis and Allied powers had resulted in over 80 million deaths. This included 27 million Soviet citizens, around 5 million Germans, over 6 million Jews, and many more. Hitler violated many present-day human rights, most importantly, the rights to freedom of slavery and expression, liberty, and the right to live.